Hello, welcome to the 5 Minute Music Show, and my name is Steve Headings. With me today is our guest Chad Nelson. I'm glad to have him on, and I just want to talk to you about, well, music, obviously. What led you to start? What do you play right now?
Right now, I play guitar, but I'm also doing a side electronica project that I do myself solo. So no bandmates, because bandmates are really hard to come by, they're unreliable, so just been doing that on the side.
All right, well, let's talk a little bit about guitar. How did you get started on that, man?
Well, actually, my father played guitar for years, and I have an older brother, and around when I was in 6th grade, my brother wanted to get a guitar, and at first I wasn't interested in it because I thought it was really hard, and I don't know, my hands were so little I couldn't even, it hurt to do the chords, and so I gave up on it. And then my friend got a guitar, and he started playing it, and I got really jealous. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to play guitar, and I sat down and taught myself how to play it with a little help from my dad, and I've been playing ever since.
All right. Quick question. First song you ever learned? I'm self-taught myself, so.
Actually, I don't do covers. My dad was always against covers, and so I could find out some songs, but I never played covers because I don't like playing other people's music. I would rather just have it come out and write my own things. And even if I tried to learn another person's song, by the end of it, I would find out, I would just, mess around with it and end up being something of my own. I like being extremely original.
Right, I can respect that. Being a guitarist myself, like I said, I know I love amps, I love effects, and I love to really just bend and create sound. So what are some that you use yourself to get your unique tone?
Well, I'm a sucker for reverb, delay, and distortion. And just also, I think the main effect I have is my tunings. I like to tune to lower tunings, D, G, D, A, G, D. And it's this really hollowing, different, low sound, and actually that affects my sound quite a bit, but mostly I like to use just distortion, reverb, and delay.
Right. How do you feel about mainstream music today? I've got to bring that up to you while we still got the time. Mainstream music today, and where do you feel rock's taken?
Well, I'm not sure about mainstream, and I don't know, everyone always criticizes, oh, you don't like mainstream, but I just don't feel like it's really taken a new direction. And I feel like a lot of underground music is really taking off because it's a lot more accessible for a lot of new equipment and pedals. And so everyone's almost putting their version of rock music out there, and it's actually really great.
Awesome. Well, you mentioned a techno project, and while we still got a little bit of time, I really want to hit on that. From guitar to techno and the keys, what led to it?
Well, I just started getting a real liking of just experimental electronica music, starting from Aphex Twin, and I just got this drum machine just because I had a friend that had one, and I just was so intrigued by it, and I've had it actually for years, and then last year I just started messing around with it. Then I got my own sound out of it, and now I've been playing shows in Chicago. I played a funeral parlor on Halloween in the middle of the ghetto, and it was awesome.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I still have fake blood and glitter on it, on my amp from that.
All right. Well, then we're coming up short upon our time. I want to just leave you with the time to give you any extra thoughts, anything you just may want to add. What else you want to put out there, any encouraging advice to upcoming musicians?
I just wish people would try and play guitar differently, listen to new music, check out some underground bands never heard, and just tune things differently.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me here in the 5 Minute Music Show, Chad. And, yeah. Well, tune in next week when we're going to just really hit on current events, and we're going to really talk about what underground means to us today. Thank you once more.